I'm back, and today I was gonna do the Cyber Shark versus what's his name, Skybite video, but I'm kind of I want to do something kind of more quick and easy. The last few videos have been kind of taking their toll, so we're gonna take a look at Beast Wars Fusor Skyshadow, and here he is in his hideous robot mode, and I say hideous as in a good way. Yeah, he is hideous, but he's pretty cool looking. He's like an iguana dragonfly thing. Pretty weird looking. And let's see, he's got a pressure missile in his mouth. You can see the stem sticking out here. You just push on that and it fires. I prefer not to have it in there, but yeah, he's I mean, dude, look at him. He's an interesting looking figure. There's no question there. That's his accessory, but that's all he comes. He's got these chest wings that you can kind of fold like this or out like this, however you want to do it. Head is on a ball joint, so it gets a great range of motion there. I mean, all the way around, up and down. It's cut to the back so he can get a full range of motion there. So like if he was flying, you know, he can do it that way. Or if he's like shooting something with his mouth gun. Shoulder is on a ball joint. Elbow is on a ball joint. So great range of motion there. He's got this little 3-prong hand going here. That is his hand right there. But you can also, if you wanted to, flip this around and you can do the whole lizard hand. And the mouth does open and close in this mode. So that's how I prefer to do it. You know, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it. Make him look even more horrifying than he was before. This arm, ball joint, and then he's got these big pincher things for hands here. That, you know, it's a little gimmick in there, but it works. And, you know, I mean, if I saw something like this coming after me, even if it was this size and it was doing this, I would probably be pretty terrified. I mean, just think about that. I mean, that's... Okay, enough with that. Waist, he does have a waist swivel, but the way everything locks in, it doesn't work. Hips are on ball joints, knees are on ball joints, and the feet are on ball joints. So, I mean, he's incredibly posable, as long as those ball joints don't loosen up. But, I like this thing a lot. I got him as a kid. You know, at my Walmart when I was a kid, you know, everybody bought all the other cool figures, but they left this guy and they left Buzzclaw, which I'll show him off next. But everybody, you know, bought all the other, you know, pretty looking Transformers, and I was like, I want the hideous looking thing. I mean, this thing is ugly as shit. Not as bad as the Injector figure. Look him up, and he was like notorious as one of the worst shelf warmers of all time. So anyway, let's get him into alt mode. Fold these wings up like so. You want to fold this up a little bit so you can push the head back. Come on, go back. So this will fold straight down, and it just locks into place back here. Then you want to take this whole chest assembly and you want to pull this up, and this whole thing just kind of this piece will come around because it's all on one hinge. So it just all goes out like that. And then you want to fold this up, fold the chest piece back and lock it back into place. You want to pull the beast mode legs here up, and they fit in those slots where the arms used to be. So it's pretty cool that they use those to fill in the gaps. Rotate the waist around. Like I said, he does have a rotator in the waist, but it just doesn't work when you have it in robot mode. This will come down. This just kind of sits like this. And then you take this arm here, and there's a peg right here that plugs into this hole right there. So fold that down, and you just plug that in, like so. And then you take the head arm here, you rotate this up, and so there, and there's two little tabs. One's right here, one's right here. They'll plug into this hole right there. So just kind of take this up here, all the way up, all the way up. Plug it in. Plug it in. There you go. And then you just kind of rotate these legs and get them into a good position. Like so. And like I said, just leave the head back like this. You can take the missile here, put it back into his mouth, and it just kind of goes along this little seam right here. And that actually helps keep it in place because there's a little notch back here. So yeah, there he is in his beast mode. And it's a thing. It's awesome. I like these things because it makes no sense. Like logistically, it's a dragonfly mixed with a iguana. It makes no sense whatsoever, but I absolutely dig it. So in this mode, mouth opens and closes. It does get a little bit of a bend because everything's on ball joints in here, but because it's supposed to be locked in, it shouldn't move. But you can make it move. Shoulder is on a ball joint. Elbow is on a ball joint. And then the foot does hinge. The wing gimmick still works here, but now it kind of makes it more like he's flying. And if you pull this all the way down, it does lock, so it doesn't always just flop up and down. And then these things can kind of hinge in and out, and then they hinge up and down. The tail, like I said, the tip of it can move if you want it to, but when you get the missile in there, it does help lock it in. And the back legs retain the same posability as robot. Ball joint, ball joint, ball joint. So yeah, it's like I said, he's kind of a jumbled mess when it comes to his beast mode, but that's what he's supposed to be. Lizard mixed with a dragonfly. It's really weird, it's goofy, but it's cool. So we'll get him back into robot mode here. Just kind of rotate everything so it's all straight. Plug this, put this up, rotate the waist, hold these lizard arms back, unpeg chest, rotate this all around. This goes back, this piece will come up and around, all plugs in. we go. Comes down, and then I just like to fold these lizard arms back like this. You really can pose them however you want to, but this just kind of keeps them out of the way. And he does have some kibble going on, but, you know, what can you do? It's a Beast Wars figure. At least he's not a shell former. So there you go. Do some size comparisons here. Here he is next to the Seeker mold. So you can see he is bigger than Acid Storm. He is about a head taller. Got a little bit more bulk to the robot mode. Not as wide as he is with the wings, but and here he is next to the Ramjet. Looks pretty good. He comes up to about mid-chest to him. So yeah, and just because I have him sitting here, here he is next to Hegemon. So yeah, all in all, I really dig the mold. He's a fun character. He's hideous. He's grotesque. He's got no Predacon logos on him that I can see. Unless I just completely missed him. Is it on the tail or something? No Predacon logo. So he's just kind of thing, and I really like it. I wish the Fuser line. I think the Fuser line was probably my favorite from the Beast Wars because it gave them a little bit more liberty to make unique looking animals. But, you know, and still keep it into a design that actually still works. You know, I mean, you could do all sorts of things and make it look just like, oh, well, that just looks goofy. Like, I mean, imagine a dog with bug legs, you know, that just wouldn't work. But a dog with bird wings worked. Dragonfly, you know, or basically an iguana with a dragonfly tail and dragonfly wings works. They did it in a way that made it work. Scorpion with a cobra, king cobra for the tail. I mean, that's cool. So I wish they would have continued with that. There was just so much more they could have done with it, but never got around to it. So all in all, he's a fun figure. If you're a Beast Wars fan, I would recommend it. If you don't like the Beast Wars, then why are you even watching this video? I do recommend the guy. I give him a 9 out of 10. He's really cool. My only complaint is the ball joints. You know, knowing what we know now about the ball joints is that the friction does give up, and the fact that his entire body is ball joints does make me concerned about the longevity of this figure. But I'm happy with him. Happy I got him again. I got him for a really good price too. So yeah, Beast Wars Fuser Skyshadow. I think he's great. I would like to see an updated version of him. You know, maybe in Voyager class, just nightmare figure. I think that'd be kind of cool. But I mean, I would really doubt that we'd ever see something like that. But I think it would be kind of cool.